A lot of women have this illusion or this fantasy of working with Lilith. I don't know where this fantasy comes from, because somehow they want to feel like they're empowered and they're confident and they're strong, but let Lilith come in their life, they're just full of shit. And that's really the problem with a lot of women. They're just little victims of their own lives. And it becomes very difficult to sit, for me personally, because I walk a Lilithian current. It became very difficult to sit with a lot of women, because all it was just complaining, whining, moaning, complaining about men constantly. Like every single man has a problem, really? What's the common denominator here? Goddess is gonna ask you to take responsibility for your life. Of course, we know most women don't want to do that. So a lot of times when I see women and they're doing paltry little card readings, there's nothing wrong with that. I do tarot myself, but they're powerless. And Lilith does not particularly work with women that are powerless. She's not interested in it. And so sometimes I see women and they say, oh, I've worked with Lilith, but no, you haven't, because your energies don't show it. The goddess is a lioness. She works in her own space, her own sphere, and you can tell a lot of women who claim they've worked with her have not really worked with her, because their energies speak otherwise. They still have a reserve, they're still timid, they're still shy. Women who are Lilithian are not shy. We don't care, we get to the point and we're direct. That directness is very frightening for other women. They like to fantasize about it, basically, but they can't really go through with it. And that's very frightening for a lot of men who are used to cycles of women feeling timid, weak, and inferior in front of them. Lilithian women will simply zip to the front of the line, have the entitlement, and expect to be served, because they know that in this world the only current that really goes down is the predatory current. Now, of course, Lilith has her own reputation, and you know, she's a mother of the succubi, and the succubi always go through the sexual predatory current. So when you choose to elect to work with Lilith, you have to be ready, especially as a woman, to have your life completely changed inside out, because she's going to question you in areas that most women have too many morals and reserve, and she just doesn't care. She just wants you to get on with things. If men want to work with Lilith, they will be empowered very sexually, but I often recommend people do your due diligence and really want what you want before you contact Lilith.